Okay, now what we've done today is, and I think this is the right time to show are we going to talk about our produce plus pledging?
I would love to.
Okay, perfect. Well, we're going to take a shot. Dawn had directed me as to which snacks would be not only healthy, but satiate us. And so here are her visuals. And Dawn, I'm going to let you describe the combination.
So, like you said, I sort of have some rules.
And is this during the holidays, by the way?
This is during the holidays. You need to make sure you have these like little Scooby snacks with you, like while you're at the store, so that you're not tempted to eat all the pretzels and the Cinnabons and all that stuff that are just so decadent and high calorie. That's right. Actually, you know what? This is a good time to also mention that there is some research that maybe it's not the meals that make us fat over the holidays, but it's all that mindless munching and nibbles.
Really?
Yes, so this becomes very imperative over the holidays that you know how to snack smart. And snacking smart means produce plus protein, the two P's, produce plus protein. So what I've really said to you that I really like is these examples, like an apple with almonds. That apple is the produce. The almonds are the protein.
Do I have too many almonds in there? By the way, before you tell me the answer, Whole Foods in Westmont was actually in Hinsdale, was very kind to donate the food today. So if you're looking for healthy snacks, if you're looking for excellent produce that are fresh and tasty, make sure that you visit Whole Foods at County Line in Ogden. They have excellent choice. So sorry to interrupt you.
Oh no, that's great. I think the a recommendation of going to stores that have a wide selection of good, healthy stuff that you will enjoy eating makes healthy eating more fun and delicious. So other things that you can pair together that would be this protein and produce kind of nice combo would be like you have this cheese here with a pear. That is a delicious snack. A little chunk of Parmesan cheese, a little bit of a pear, and you're ready to roll. It's going to keep you feeling not just full or okay for 20 minutes. That's going to be a good bridge between meals for hours. So you're able to eat breakfast, bridge between the two with one of these protein plus produce snacks. I love this one. This is my favorite one.
Well, because that's the difference in the flavors.
Well, yeah, I think that salty and sweet and juicy and it's perfect. But really my favorite on this whole little tray that we have here that I love, maybe it's a childhood thing, I don't know, is celery and peanut butter. Oh,
and this is a good peanut butter. Did you know about Parker's Organic?
Yeah, you know what? My husband brought it home and he's like, let's try this. And you know why it's so delicious? Is because it is just ground nuts. There's no other added ingredients. And I'll tell you what I do really love about natural peanut butter is it tastes like peanuts.
Right.
The thing is, people say, oh, I don't know if I like the natural stuff. Well, you have to go with the natural. Not only is it better for your body, it tastes better. So, you go with the natural peanut butter, no partially hydrogenated oils in there, and rub it in a good stick of celery, and that is a crunchy, creamy, salty, delicious snack. And it follows my produce plus protein rule for snacking.
And I have to tell you, sometimes when I feel like a sweet and I don't really want to go overboard, but I'm having that craving, I will have a tablespoon of peanut butter with apple. And it makes me sort of like, the craving sort of wanes a little bit. Instead of going for that chocolate bar, because it's so rich and creamy.
Absolutely. I think part of cravings is that people are truly hungry.
Oh.
And so when somebody has a craving, I say, let's first focus on eating an apple, maybe a little bit of peanut butter, maybe some almonds with it.
Okay.
And then if you still are sort of feeling like you're itching for something, drink some water. Guess what? Half the time you want something, you're probably just thirsty. So, I think good hydration and having these protein plus produce snacks can really help keep cravings at bay.
So for a snack, now you see how many almonds I put in that little bowl. Do you think that that's too many almonds? Is that just about enough almonds?
All right, the scoop on nuts is, I have my rules. Two types of nuts I like people to snack on. I like almonds as a snack, and you get 24 of those for a snack.
Okay, 24.
And that's an ounce, and that's perfect. Or pistachios, you get 50 pistachios, and they take a long time in the shell. So I really think those are the two best snacking nuts. All the other nuts I have people chop up, keep them in the freezer, and use those for condiment use only. Like on your salads, on your oatmeal, in your yogurt, because otherwise, those other nuts, you don't really get that many for a serving size, and you can really overdo it. So even though they're healthy, they're full of healthy fat, nuts can be a doozy on the waistline if you overeat them.
Fattening, they can be fattening. So that's a good rule. 24 or pistachio. It takes time to peel them or crack them or whatever.
Love them.
Yeah, good idea. Now I brought in a treat that I used to eat every single morning. And then the woman that I'm working with exercise said, because I'm on a program, she said, Kiki, did you check how much fat is in that treat that you're eating? All right, so here it is. I want to give a little shot of this. This is total Greek yogurt, and it comes with honey. This is the best yogurt you will ever eat.
Oh, I will 100% be in the fan club for Greek yogurt because it is thick and creamy, delicious. I use it for a sour cream substitute. I use it for a whipped cream substitute. It is the best. Tips here. Top tip with the Greek yogurt
Please.
is getting the low-fat version. So do not get the whole-fat version.
Which this one is a whole-fat version.
Hello? Look away, look away. And do not get the ones that already come with packets of sweetener because you can get a 0% or 2% fat Greek yogurt, which is delicious and creamy. Put just a teaspoon or 2 of honey, which is a lot less than they sell, and it will be a much lower calorie snack. Because that's the thing, when it comes to weight and when it comes to managing weight, fat doesn't count, protein doesn't count, carbohydrates don't count. Calories are the only thing that counts when it comes to trying to control weight. So the important piece of the puzzle is if I look at the calories on this baby, this little tiny thing is 250 calories, which that's like a slice of pizza.
Right.
That's actually like a hamburger.
Could I eat the pizza instead of this?
Yeah, I mean, calorie-wise, it would be absolutely the
It's
same.
the same thing.
Yep.
So if I really craved pizza, I would go for the pizza.
Yeah, or
Pizza.
if you feel like I really crave yogurt, you go for the lower calorie version with your own little dot of honey. Dab will do ya.
Okay. Oh, and I have to tell you this real quick.
Okay.
This wasn't really planned.
Okay.
But my sister and my mother found this interesting piece of information about the value of cinnamon and honey.
Oh, yeah.
How today's science says that even though honey is sweet, if taken with the right dosage of medicine, it does not harm diabetic patients. It also cures diseases like heart disease. Honey and cinnamon, these are like medical foods. Did you know about this?
Here's what I'll tell you. There
ahead.
is no one food that will ever help all of these diseases. You absolutely have to eat them all in synergy. The word is synergy.
Talk
is
about
that if you do things like a little cinnamon, a little honey, your oatmeal, your berries, and you're putting all of these very nutritious foods together, they work like magic together.
Ooh.
But taking any one of them like a medicine, unfortunately, just doesn't work. But yeah, there are good studies to show that honey probably also helps us develop good bacteria in our gut to help our immune system. You can actually rub honey on wounds and it heals it just as fast as like a neosporin sort of antibiotic. So honey is great. I love it. And cinnamon, not only does it maybe help with blood sugar levels, but it tastes sweet on your tongue for 0 calories. So anytime you're trying to control sweetness, add some honey, maybe even a little vanilla, and you will have to use less sugar, which means less calories, if you're using that kind of delicious spice.
You really know your stuff.
Oh my gosh, do I know my stuff? And I love food. Oh,
You love food, but you're skinny. I don't
know. You gotta really love those good foods. I like that. Thank you. With my handing the shot of me on your stuff.
Although you're wearing my favorite color, so I'm very impressed. Purple is my all-time favorite color.
I prefer this time of year. I prefer to call this plum.
Oh, thank you very much. Or eggplant. In this case.
Oh my gosh, yeah, eggplant.
Is this an eggplant?
Yeah, that's an
eggplant. This is an eggplant.
And you know what? I was in London with a book tour, and they call it an aubergine. So eggplant is aubergine in London, by the way.
Aubergine.
So this is also a vocabulary lesson. How did you know?
Well, because you're so smart. Okay,
Yeah.
so moving on, before we get to our next segment, we need to talk about our third component of eating healthy through the holidays.
Yes, and my final tip is get yourself full. And there is a trick to getting full, and that is to eat high water foods. And high water foods are soups, fruits, and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables have 80 to 95% water, and soup, is like all water. When you eat those foods, I will guarantee you will be much more full than if you were eating something dry like, say, bread or crackers or even cold cereal. So these hearty, wet foods are going to keep you full, and full people make good decisions.
I'm going to remember that.
Yes.
I love it. Those are great. So, and plus, by the way, I love that the picture on your book is similar to the picture that we have here, these live vegetables. I love it. Don Jackson Blattner is, let's see here, RD-LDN. That means you're certified, you have an education, and you know your stuff. So when we come back for segment 2 and 3, we're going to talk about food, actually parties, because parties is the subject of the season. We'll break it down into food and cocktails. When we come back, more of that. If you have any calls, this is your chance to talk to Dawn. She's live in the studio with me. We welcome you to call in at 708-493-1530 and ask Dawn a nutrition question if you have one. We'll be right back in a flash.